We're coming in too fast! Damn! Air brake failure! They blew too early! I'm losing her! Brace for impact!
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last! Are you alright? Can you move?
Hello everyone, I'm RobtheMod, and this is part 3 of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary on the Xbox One, as played on the Master Chief Collection, as you should hopefully know. So yeah, this is the level Halo, which is a bit of a weird thing, obviously. I mean, they didn't know that, well, maybe they knew it was going to be a trilogy, maybe they planned it out, maybe that's what Bungie had done, I don't know, but I don't think they expected it to be as huge as the series actually ended up being. I think they probably expect... I mean, does anyone really expect that when they launch the first in a series of games? Like, they expect it to be, you know... They expect it to sell a decent number of copies, obviously, hopefully. I mean, you wouldn't be making a game, especially in this era, if you didn't... I mean, obviously with a lot of indie games and stuff, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but you know what I mean. Like with a lot of indie games these days on Steam and PC basically, you know, you can sort of develop it for fun and put it out there, and you know, maybe you don't expect it to actually do well, and you know, it's a bit of a shock. I mean, for example, the big one of course is Minecraft, isn't it? Or well, I was going to say Kerbal Space Program, but I don't actually know if that was an indie game. But yeah, Minecraft is obviously famously the huge one, because that was just really one guy at the start, and then it obviously became a huge thing. Now that Banshee actually went to attack me, and obviously they're shooting as well. There's another one. I actually tried to like steal it, but it unfortunately did not really work, as you saw, because it sort of it flew up, which was kind of annoying. But anyway, yeah, so back in these days, obviously, you wouldn't be having a huge game studio if you didn't expect the game to sell at least somewhat well. I mean, obviously, that didn't always work with games. I mean, there was a lot of flops, and a lot of studios went bankrupt, but still, like, you were expected at least there to be a market for the game. You weren't just making it for fun, effectively, is what I'm saying. So I think Bungie and obviously Microsoft, they expected something. They expected it to do all right. I don't think they expected it to be like the huge console selling thing that it ended up being. Like essentially the mascot of the Xbox. I'm trying to think of what the other what were the other I'm gonna look this up. What were the other original Xbox launch games? I feel like there was one called like Blinks at Times at or something like that. Original Xbox launch titles. Here we go. Let's look at what the original Xbox launch titles were, and while you're just watching this footage, we should come across or have we not come across him yet? I know Sergeant Johnson was here. I know we're about to come across him here. There he is. He's starting to talk to us right now. There we go. Obviously, if you're not aware of who Sergeant Johnson is, he's going to become very, very famous later on in the series. And that's why he was in the opening cutscene of the game. But yeah, so here we go. Here's the North American launch titles of the original Xbox. So tell me if you think that any of these really would have become... I mean, obviously we don't know what they are. I'm not going to put pictures or anything up, but here we go. Right. Anyway, so we've got 4x4 Evo 2. Starting off great there with the sequel. Air Force Delta Storm, Arctic Thunder, Cell Damage, Dark Summit. I've played that on PS2. Dead or Alive 3, Fusion Frenzy, Halo Combat Evolved. Mad Dash Racing, Madden NFL 2002, NASCAR Heat 2002, NASCAR Thunder 2002. So you had two choices of NASCAR games there. NHL Hit 2002. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. I think that was going to be the mascot, if they could to be honest. I noticed that Blinks wasn't actually on here. Project Gotham Racing, that was also one that Microsoft was really pushing. I really want to do like the Project Gotham Racing games at some point. I really did enjoy the first two on the original Xbox back when I had one. Didn't play them that much, but I did enjoy what I played of them. So yeah, that's something I do want to do on the channel at some point. And then there was also Shrek, Test Drive Off-Road Wide Open, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 X, and Trans World Surf. Just trying to see if there was anything else that like, because they got like the Japanese launch was like several months later, and then the European launch was a bit after. Nothing really character based for the Japanese launch. I mean, it seems like there's Silent Hill 2, and there's a couple of Japanese games in there that I don't know if they're like character based. No, that's a JRPG. Okay. So that could have been a killer app in Japan, I don't know. I noticed that Halo Combat Evolved is not actually a Japanese launch title. Kind of interesting. I mean, obviously, I don't think Japan was really that much into first-person shooters. I still don't even think they are these days, but yeah. European launched, or the European launch, we got Amped Freestyle Snowboarding. Batman Vengeance, I suspect that would have been an interesting one. Batman game there. Blood Wake, Dave Mirror, Freestyle BMX 2, Fusion Frenzy, Jet Set Radio Future. I'm obviously being European. I do remember them pushing Jet Set Radio Future. Rally Sport Challenge, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. Max Payne as well. But yeah, Halo was the like actual proper launch title that I think maybe they were really pushing Halo. I can't remember. I think they were probably pushing Halo after, you know, like in Europe they were probably pushing Halo after it was a success in America, but I'm not sure. I can't really remember. I seem to remember like Jet Set Radio Future being like the big draw. Now, I hate this section here, just going back to actual gameplay footage, just the actual amount of like enemies that spawn here is kind of ridiculous, like the waves. I mean, I know we're supposed to be protecting the thing here, and I guess we're supposed to be like, I guess you can go up on top of that building and where the rest of the Marines are, but I didn't. I just stayed down here and I was just able to kill everyone. And also, we're going to get a cutscene in a little bit. Well, I say it's a cutscene. Basically, if you remember, I mentioned the terminals. And I said I wasn't going to go for the terminals, really. Or at least I didn't go for the first one on Pillar of Autumn. Well, why I don't know why she like takes forever to land as well. She completely fly. I mean, maybe that was like a tech demo of like how cool the flying animations were or something. I don't know, but yeah, she took forever to land the thing here, and just to give me the Warthog as well. But yeah, I ended up getting the terminal on this level. So I'll show you where that is, and it plays a cutscene, which was kind of annoying. Yeah, there we go. That's what the Warthog looks like in the original version of the game. And also what the grass looks like and all that. I mean, this is the slightly annoying thing here. I shouldn't say this. Obviously, it looks really nice. I can't believe I immediately flipped the Warthog over as well. But, yeah, it looks really nice. But my slight problem with this grass texture is obviously because the level was not designed to look like this. So I was sort of just going along. I mean, it's been a very long time since obviously I played the original Halo. And I was just sort of going along and just being like, where am I supposed to go? Because this texture probably would have been designed for like Reach. Originally, like this grass texture. And it works well in that game because obviously they designed the maps and everything to look how it's supposed to go, but I kind of looked down there, eventually here, and I was like, oh yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go, but just something about the grass made me think I had to go over and not down to the right.
Not a natural formation,
Maybe that's just modern Halo design level.
so
Like,
it must lead somewhere.
I don't know, but something about it on this just didn't make me think I had to go that way,
Data on unencrypted channels.
basically.
We should show them who they're
We'll see how it goes on in the rest of the thing.
Master Chief, I'm going to use your suit's transcom system.
To be honest, after I've played this, I haven't actually played the next level. I really need to get around to doing it. Now, you can actually skip there if you want, but here I'm going to show you where the terminal is. It's very easy to figure out where the terminal is. It's a big flashing white light. But yeah, cutscene. Enjoy.
I am experiencing such a mixture of anticipation and dread. All preparations are complete for my installation. In accordance with the final dictum of the Ecumene Council, I have released myself of all remaining connections to my former station. This was not difficult. What was could never be again. We had seen to that quite thoroughly. Prior to my final journey through the Great Portal, a gathering of my fellow monitors was convened upon the Lightworkers Crash to distribute the final index collection. It was most unusual to have this vessel of rebirth play host to such an event. Even though Lightworker ships were the only ones still allowed slip-space formations, Lightworkers were responsible for getting us to our places on the active facilities of the array. While all of this was in accordance with the plan, one entirely unsatisfactory breakdown remained. We had no contact with the domain. The history of all Forerunners was now lost to us. We relied upon the permanence of the domain to preserve our record of the events that led to this point. But without that record, would future civilizations know anything about us? Or only of our weapons? My fellow monitor, 049 Abject Testament, had only one comment on this before we went our separate ways.
We deserve to be forgotten.
Perhaps. Perhaps. But now, the portal opens, and through it, the familiar shape awaits. Halo. Home.
So apparently all these cutscenes like go into like story-wise of Halo 4. Not exactly sure how that is. I'm also massive pain actually trying to get back into the Warthog from where I parked it. Maybe I shouldn't have parked it where I did and driven it straight in. That was kind of stupid of me. But yeah. I suppose they put it there because you can just completely skip this section if you want. Just literally cut the corner and just go up that way. But you'd have to reverse anyway to get enough speed to get up the hill. So maybe they put the terminal there just to make sure it was obvious. Really? I don't know. Now there's a whole bunch of enemies here, and maybe I should have got out and started shooting some of them. In fact, I think I do at some point, but yeah. Or maybe I should have let a Marine get in the passenger seat and help me. I don't know, because it just takes forever to shoot all the enemies here. The other thing is that I kind of forgot where we have to go, because we have to activate the bridge. And we have to activate a light bridge, and I kind of forgot where the activation thing was. Because this is the other thing in regards to like the remaster, is that basically because they make everything look like modern Halos, or modern Halos at the time, I guess. Well, no, because it's still the sort of thing that like modern Halos has. So Cortana's like, oh, look for a control panel. Right? And there was me like seeing this like, you know, the green light on the thing, and thinking that might have been the control panel. Like, in the original game, those weren't there. So it was obvious where you had to go. But I saw these things and I was like, maybe that's the control panel. I don't know. Like and then I was like, maybe it's this thing. I don't know. It's just I mean, that's just a light. Yeah, but you see, it's not even there in. I mean, those things are there in the actual old game, as you can see. But they're not as bright and colourful and all that as they were in the remastered version. And it just kind of, in the anniversary version, and it just kind of was distracting, I guess. I just thought I had to go to them. There. Yeah, that was kind of annoying. And what was really annoying, actually, is that anyone that knows where you have to go here is going to be kicking me. They're going to be shouting in the screen, because I can see it up there. It was the green flashing light. And that's some steps that you can go through there. Unfortunately, I was at an angle where I couldn't actually see that it was steps. And I mean, it kind of helps, I guess, but I went back and I got the Warthog. And I was like, how do I get up here? Oh, I'm going to drive the Warthog and I'm going to try and jump up there. And I have to wait for this guy to get in, because he refused to get in the car. There we go. That's the other thing about the AI in this game, I guess, is that something they've fixed in modern Halos is just how slow the AI takes to get in the car sometimes. But yeah, I parked the Warthog here, and I tried to jump up, and it didn't work. And then I was like, well, I'm going to park sideways up against the thing, because maybe that'll help me jump up. And I kind of had to try and jump onto the gun, actually. Or on top of the Marine, maybe. To actually get... No, and then I fell, as you can see. Then there we go, I finally managed to get up. And then I get on here, and I heard this bloody elite that was over here shooting at me. That was just basically stuck on the stairs. That didn't attack me, and the Marine didn't attack, the Marine didn't attack him. And then I saw, and I was like, oh, stairs. So yeah, that was kind of really, really, really dumb. But yeah, that's the case. And then we're going to get a cutscene as soon as I activate this, by the way. But as I was doing it, I was like, I'm such an idiot. Yeah, how could I have been such an idiot to sort of do all that? I'm like, that's going to be captured for all the I could have edited that out, to be fair. But I was like, no, I'm going to show my stupidity in the video, and hopefully if you guys ever play this, if you've never played Halo Combat Evolved before, I honestly, if you've never played any of the Halo games before, I do recommend you play them. But yeah, don't do that. Don't be an idiot like me. That's my little tip there.
New traffic on the Covenant battle network.
Basically, as soon as we get out of here, by the way, out of this tunnel, we the end of the, well, it's not the end of the level, but it's the end of the this first part of the level. So yeah, I've been RobtheMod. Thank you very much for watching part 3 of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary on the Xbox One. This has been the level Halo, and I will see you next time for more. Ta-ra.